Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton, and I'm going to channel the Arcturian Council. Well, the Arcturian Council. Well, please. We are considering ourselves to be very fortunate in that we get to be a part of humanity's evolution of consciousness, because the leap forward that you are taking is such a monumental one. To be a part of a journey like that excites us and brings us joy. We appreciate every single baby step forward that you take, and we celebrate it here in the ninth dimension as if it were our own giant leap forward. We will continue to shower you with praise, love, and everything that you need to move forward. And we will never be discouraged by those moments on your world when something terrible happens. There are terrible things that happen on your world. There are still wars, shootings and bombs being dropped. There is still hate and violence, discrimination, famine, and so many injustices. And all of that gives us the opportunity to feel more compassion, which is something we very much do feel and offer. And we will continue to do so. We will not pretend that these things are not also happening. We will send more love and light to those regions of your planet that need it the most. And we will simultaneously put our attention on what we see as the positives, what we see as the evidence that you are moving forward appropriately and at a pace that is commendable, considering all of the many challenges you face there. Now, we would suggest that you attempt to strike a similar balance within yourselves. You can focus on where humanity needs the most help for some time and send your love, light, healing, and compassion to those regions. And then you can also turn your attention to the stories of kindness, bravery, sacrifice, generosity, and every other heart-opening, heart-warming story you can find about how most humans are seeking to come together and help one another. Of course, those instances don't make the headlines. And so sometimes you have to go searching for them, or at other times you just have to be the one who tells yourself, I will respond to the unrest, the violence, and the hostility in a place like Afghanistan with more acts of kindness in my life. I will go above and beyond today to be of service to my fellow humans. Because that is something that I can do. That is something that I have control over. And if you take that approach to your life every day, not just when there is something terrible happening on your world that you hear about, then you will be a part of that movement forward that we are constantly celebrating here in the ninth dimension. We just want you to recognize the power that you have at all times to spread the light and the love there on earth. And when you do feel discouraged and even despair over something that is happening that you read about or hear about, remember that you do have the ability to help in your own way, because you always have the ability to raise the level of consciousness there on planet Earth. And so you also have the option of avoiding those arguments as to which person, policy, or political party is to blame for what has happened and continues to happen in Afghanistan. And instead, you can be part of the solution to all problems on your world, which are all caused by a lower level of consciousness prevailing. And arguing over whom is to blame at this point really is engaging in a lower level of consciousness. And so we encourage you to take the high road, which is also the only road that gets you to where you are ultimately going, which is a fifth dimensional consciousness. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Everybody. Yes, I changed my background to a lighter color because of the washing out effect of the dark. So now I feel like you all can see me. I can see myself there in the video. I told you guys a while ago. First of all, I wanted to apologize for the times when I'm burping now when I'm channeling It's because doing them in the morning, I get up and the first thing I do is I make a very dark green smoothie. And so if I don't drink that before I do this, I will be, weak from lack of food. So so I didn't drink that much of it, but I still burped, I think, twice today. Oh yeah, I told you guys a while back I had an announcement to make that I had to wait to make because it's sort of like there's a million things that could happen between me making that announcement and the finality of it. So I'll just tell you what it is. We just closed yesterday on a new house. So the background is going to change again at some point this month. We needed more room. We needed more room for Talea to be able to run around and be loud and me be able to work. And the yard that in the new house is actually bigger than this one a little bit, but it also just has nicer views of the ocean. So the long story is we're living in a place right now where there's a cul-de-sac right behind our backyard, and for the entire time we've lived here there was an empty lot there. So our yard actually felt a little bit bigger because there's an empty lot right behind it, right, bordering it. Well, we found out in like November that the guy who owned the lot was going to sell it. So that's when we realized, okay, he's going to either build on it himself or he's going to sell it. So either way, there's going to be construction going on behind us, which is not conducive to the channeling state. And especially when I'm teaching a class or a course, like I have one today where I need quiet, when I'm going to be leading people into the channeling state. So we started looking back in November of last year, and it was quite a journey we were actually in escrow with another house, and then we pulled out of that one because they were going to have construction right next door because a lot next door to that house had sold for $3.1 million, and they were subdividing it into 9 lots, so there was going to be a lot of construction there. So we said no, that's what we're trying to get away from. And then from that point till the house we did find, there was one other one that we really wanted and liked, and we thought it was ours, and it kept coming off, that one kept falling out of escrow, but then we didn't wind up getting it. So then this one came along, and it's like perfect, it's not perfect, but we're making, the reason we're not moving right in is we're making a lot of changes to the decor, the flooring being the first part, needing all carpeting needing to come up and be replaced by hardwood. So, and then I'm going to have to build, or have someone else do it, build a shed, 10 by 12 foot shed, which will be my little, sacred space for working when I need absolute quiet. I'll have an office in the house too, but that's going to be built in the backyard, and Talea will, when she play in the front yard. So that's our story. It was, there's a lot more to the story, but it's, I don't want to go into all the details. I don't really have time to, because I have a course I'm teaching, and I still have to transcribe all this because I'm doing this in the morning now. But it was one of these kind of magical unfoldings, how this was clearly our house, and how it came to be, and how all these things that happened, that led to us finally getting it and closing were like improbable things, and so given the market right now, for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of people buying homes in the US right now, and prices are skyrocketing, and Maui and where we wanted to live we found a house that's right around the corner from where we live now, so it's 7 minutes away. So we we were able to stay in our neighborhood, which we liked, which is a very, like, a neighborhood where houses are scarce, and then, you know, a lot of the houses go for over asking price. So it was it was just really great the way it unfolded, and we did feel like it was divinely orchestrated for us, so we're very grateful. Anyway, oh yeah, and this house we are in, we sold it 6 months ago. They agreed to rent it back to us for 6.5 months, so we had like gone right up to the wire with how much time we had left in this house before we had to move out. Anyway, the only other thing I have to announce is a beginners group channeling class coming up. It's September 14th. It's at youngthescranton.com/learn to sign up for that one, and there'll be a link down below on YouTube. Yeah, nothing else is really new. I had a day off yesterday, and spent a lot of time with Talea. She's again this morning, like, so much energy. She's really, even though she's teething again, she's getting her back molars in, so it's really rough right now, especially on my wife, who's got to wake up in the middle of the night and soothe her. It's rough on both of them, the teething, but she somehow, even with all the waking up in the middle of the night, she's got tons of energy, and seems like she's growing by the moment, taller and taller. So yeah, I don't have any real fun stories to tell right now about her. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but tomorrow's another day off. So tomorrow, by the way, there will be no new video tomorrow because we're gonna be going out buying stuff we need for the house and the house renovations, and it just doesn't make sense for me to spend a couple hours in the morning doing this when we need all the time we have to, you know, go to the Lowe's and wherever else we're gonna go to get all the things we need for our handyman and our to do all the projects he's got going on there. So I'll be back Monday morning. Thank you for watching. Namaste, blessings to you and yours. I love you guys. Please subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. There's a subscribe dealie there or there. Everywhere else, come back in 48 hours and you'll see another one. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye.